Good afternoon. It's Thursday. I don't know what day. It's Thursday. I've been just chilling out today, mostly. Because tomorrow is my first shift in the costume. I might do a little bit of a workout this evening, but I don't want to work out too hard because I don't want to be sore at all. Because I don't want to make it hard on myself, especially when I have to do this for the next 7 days. So just chilling out. I'm waiting to see if this guy is supposed to buy this ignition that I have from my scooter. This is an old one, and I took it out myself because I was trying to replace the ignition, but it still works, and he said he just needs the key. And I'm just selling it for $5. So that's normal. That's a normal. Yeah, that's normal. So hopefully he does that, and I can have $5. And then I saw that I'm going to be getting paid $5 for having gone to the mall and tested the costume before. So maybe I'll have $10. I'm still also waiting for the plasma because they said yesterday they're gonna pay me the money. I don't have any money yet, so we'll see if that even happens at all. I'm not really depending on it. Don't really think it's going to happen. But I did also see recently an article in Manitoba where 2 people died after donating plasma to this particular company. And they're just sloppy, man. They're fucking sloppy. Good morning. It's Friday. That means it's the first shift with the new job today. But it doesn't start till 2:45. So I have the morning to get myself ready, which is probably good. So I can get all my nerves out and everything. So I was waiting to hear anything from the other job that I did the interview for. Because I tried to ask questions during the interview, but he kind of skirted around them and didn't give me solid answers. And I didn't love that. Because I was asking, when can I expect somebody to contact me? Because he's saying I gotta do a 2-step process. And I have to talk to him, and then I have to talk to this fucking hiring manager. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Even though, I really don't need to. I really, really don't need to. So I was asking, when are they going to contact me? Is that going to be by phone? Will that be an in-person interview? These are all questions I'm definitely allowed to fucking ask and should be able to expect an answer for. But he didn't have anything. So it was just like, okay, whatever. So I was thinking, I just gave them the benefit of the doubt and was like, okay, I'm sure they'll be, on top of it and everything. Yesterday I get nothing. Didn't hear anything from anybody. This morning I wake up and one of the hiring managers that he didn't mention, he said I was going to talk to a woman. Now I'm talking to a man. Um, and they messaged at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. They sent an email at 1 a.m. That's already a red flag. Sorry, it is. It really is. I don't need anybody thinking about me at 1 a.m. Not that that's the biggest red flag or anything. What was really a red flag is that he's like, oh, I wanted to talk to you about the position, get to know you. Can we talk after 2 on Saturday or in this 2-hour window on Sunday? I mean, I fucking told the guy. I literally told the guy over and over again, I have a job. I already have a job. I'm working the job. I have a job. I'm working. I'm working. I'm working. I told him that. Like, I literally said that, and then we had a big discussion about what the fucking job was and all this other stuff. Like, I fucking told him that I'm working. So no, I can't talk to you this weekend. Literally, I literally cannot talk in those times that he wants to talk. Like, I just don't have the fucking. It's just not free. It's not free. I'll be in a fucking costume. You literally can't even call me. So, like, it's just not gonna work. So that's my other red flag. Is that it wasn't passed on. What my like? I literally said I'm not. Like, I'm working. I'm fucking working. And I had said to him during the interview, I was like, listen, if you want to, like, because he was saying, oh yeah, I definitely want to hire you, definitely want to hire you, definitely want to hire you. So I was like, listen, if you want me to come and help open the store on March 28th, just let me know ahead of time and I'll book that off. Like, I'll make sure I have it off from this job so that I can help, like, set things up for you guys here. But if they don't tell me by Tuesday, like, if they don't tell me in the next 5 days, then no, I can't do that. And I won't be doing that. And I'm sure it'll end up where they'll try and book me anyway, and they'll try and say like, "Oh, you need to come in for." I'll be like, "No, like, what?" Like, so there's already a lot of red flags here where things are not being communicated down the line. It's being done at 1 a.m. when like that's a weird time to do things and like message somebody. So it's giving what I know dispensaries to be. Okay, so I showered. I did my hair. Just gonna have it like as much to my head as I can because we know it's already wild. So I'm gonna do some dishes because there's a lot. Good late morning, good brunch. It's snowing. Um, I read that there's supposed to be like an actual pretty big storm and cold front that's coming in over the next couple days. This is ass. Oh shit, I gotta wear different shoes now too. So the thing is with the job, um, when I tried the costume on, I could tell it's extremely hot. So I want to wear like workout clothes. Like I'm gonna wear shorts, and I'm gonna wear that Adidas beige top that I have, and then I might be wearing a sports bra tomorrow. Like I don't know, I might have to wash that. We'll see if it dries in time. Um, but yeah, I want to wear that. But obviously, I can't wear that outside, so I gotta wear something completely different. And then I'm also afraid that I'm gonna be sweating a lot, so I don't want to wear makeup because that's just gonna like completely ruin my skin. So yeah, and then I also had to get down one of my old duffel sort of bags. I've used this one for work a few times now, but it did break in December when I was using it because it was overstuffed with shit because I had to use it when I was being evicted. Um, so it's kind of a ghetto bag right now. It's not, but whatever. It's for work, whatever. And speaking of work, I was talking to somebody. It's how like insane people are. This is just insanity. I was talking to somebody and I was mentioned like how when I had the interview with that one young kid, they asked me what a key holder is. And the person was like, oh, like I mentioned that like the person, they like, they pretty much went like, oh, hey, my name is blah, 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 blah. I work at blah, 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 blah. You got any questions? And I was like, no, you haven't said anything for me to question. Like, I didn't know I had to go study your whole fucking business before I came and talked to you. Like, this is not like RBC. This is not the Royal Bank of Canada. This is not like a serious office job. Like if it was, that's totally different. Sure, that completely fucking applies. Like yeah, if I'm going for let's say I was going to like fucking I don't even know. The property management company Effort Trust that I walk by, you probably have seen it in the video in the back. Like they have so many buildings, they got so many signs. It would be really silly to not go and look that place up and like see how much buildings they have, see what kind of buildings they own, what kind of, like all that other like that would be, smart. That would be really smart. And I already did go and look up this guy. I already did look him up before. You guys already saw that. I did look up this company because I was like, who are they? And I only found one news article from a couple of years ago. It was a newspaper that just did a random article on this kid. A kid, because they were like, oh, a kid made up a business and all that. I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. That's who I'm going to meet. That's the information I've got. I don't got questions on that. How can I ask more questions about that? Like, I don't, like, you grow mushrooms in your basement. That's not, let's be real. Let's be real. Now, unless I'm going to join you to be growing the fucking mushrooms in your basement, I don't really have like a lot of questions I could be asking, outside of like the actual things about the job, like how many hours will it be, what will I be paid, is there holidays, what's happening? Like you're not telling me any of the information about the actual job that I would be doing. So I was saying this, I put that, I said that to this other guy, and he was like, well, you should have had, 10, 15 questions prepared when he asked that. No, I shouldn't have. And I was like, he doesn't even know what a fucking key holder is. He said, well, you don't think he didn't ask you to see if you knew what a key holder is? I'm like, why would he ask me what is on my resume in detail? That it really indicates to me that he doesn't know what a key holder is. He doesn't know, and he needs me to clarify to him what a fucking key holder is. Not only that, if you're doing this, it tells me, the person who went to fucking college for business, that you maybe don't know what you're talking about. You maybe, if you don't know what that is, how do I know you know all the shit about accounting and payroll and all the other stuff that I gotta worry about? How would I know? I'm not gonna know. That's a red flag. That's a really big red flag, especially for me to trust some kid who doesn't have the credentials and he's not demonstrating them, for me to just trust that I'm going to get paid and I'm going to get like, no, I've been through this before. About 15 minutes before I leave, and this is going to be the first time I leave the female bunny, which we are calling Kiki. Remember, Kiki? This is the first time I'm going to leave Kiki here alone for an extended period of time. She has been going in this is the most fucking annoying thing she's done. This little area here, this is where a radiator is, like in the back here. It's a really small little radiator, and then there's like a space behind that, and she fucking went back there, of course. And I had to like scruff her, which I never ever do to rabbits ever. That's not what you do. You do not scruff them. But this was one of those situations where their health was more or less kind of not in a good situation. So I needed to immediately get her out, which meant I had to scruff her. And I've had to do that 3 times now, and I don't like that. So I've tried really, really hard to block off that area, but she is persistent. She's very persistent. There's nothing back there that can necessarily hurt her. It's just really dirty and gross and old, and I don't want her back there. The other issue I'm having, I have to put the food bowl here when I go out, because she is eating the cat food. And this is not that, unfortunately, dry cat food is very similar in, texture and probably some taste to rabbit treats. And I don't think it can't necessarily hurt her that badly, but she should not be eating it. I've caught her do it a dozen times already. Floyd used to do this as well. Floyd was very obsessed with the food, but Floyd was very like in one area. He never really went out from his particular territory, whereas she has territory all over the damn house. She is jumping on my chair. She is going in the garbage. She is going everywhere, which is fine. I'm totally fine. I love that. But because she's doing that, it means everywhere is a danger. She did chew. Well, I don't know if she did it. Maybe it was Fetty. But Fetty hadn't done it before. Fetty did 2 months not doing this, so I don't think it was Fetty. I'm not going to blame him. She probably chewed my phone cord last night. And now that's on me because I know that this is a thing that can happen. Thankfully, I have a couple of like spares that are much shorter, so I could still charge my damn phone because I would have been, very upset. Very, very upset. But luckily we are okay. So hopefully she does okay on her own while I'm gone. Cat food is on the bed, so she cannot eat it. You guys, I just remembered that I did not learn the dance moves. I don't know them by heart. So I'm watching it now. I already hate the song! I really wish can I? No, I can't. You know, it's probably private. I wish I could show you guys the video, because the bunny doesn't dance. The bunny does the most fucking, like, passive version of the dance while the kids are dancing. So I'm like... Oh, I miscalculated the bus. And I arrived way, way too early. I'm like, there's still at least 20 minutes before I'm supposed to even, like, go to the place. I was like, oh my god, I'll have a cigarette. I was like, shit. It smelled like cigarette. I don't want to smell like cigarette. Like, ugh. I don't know what else to do. I already went by the place and nobody was even there, so I guess they're not. I finished. It wasn't really that bad. The worst part of it was that the fucking like helmet mask thing is not sitting properly on my head. So it's not like angled on my head. So like there's a part inside that's supposed to sit as like a halo on your head, which would take the most of the weight of it. But it's sitting on my shoulders. So I'm not, I don't feel good right now. Pretty sore right now. Pretty sore, and like, look at my face. I spent like a long time sweating into my eyes, and then the thing like was in my eye. Like the headband was just falling down on here. So for my 36 years on this planet, I have never, ever held a baby. I've never held a baby. I don't know anybody. You know what? I did know somebody with a baby. We fucking went to her house to look at the baby. We didn't hold the baby. We just looked at it like, what the fuck? That's a baby. And then we were like, ew, get out of here, bye. And then we left. That was the only time I ever would have been touching a baby, if I was gonna touch a baby. I've never, ever in my entire motherfucking life ever thought to myself, I want to touch a baby. I don't want to touch a baby. I never want to touch a baby. It's just not in me to touch a baby. So I would not believe in my soul. Like, listen, if I had a baby, if I actually had one, there's no way I would ever let anybody, like a random stranger at the mall, hold my baby. I wouldn't do that. That's just like not what I would do. I don't know why, but I just wouldn't do that. Like, I don't listen. It's me. I don't trust me. I'm not gonna put a baby in my arms. Are you nuts? No. So I held 2.5 babies because the last baby cried so the parent took it out of my hands like immediately. But I held 2 babies, and it was very uncomfortable. I think that was my least favorite part of the whole thing. I don't mind interacting with young children. Like, if your kid can stand and walk, I'm good with that, and I will play it up, and I can do what because like the way I was doing it is that I pictured myself as like a Japanese character, like a Pikachu in Tokyo, walking the streets of Tokyo, where they would really interact with you, like they really play it up. So that's what I was doing. Like I was doing like a real character, so it was not like too weird. And then I also figured like the way this character looks, if it's just sitting there still, and then a kid comes up and you suddenly start moving, that's a jump scare. Like it's literally a jump scare because the thing is a little bit scary. So you almost have to like constantly be moving. And I'm thinking like, what do rabbits do? Like I'm literally thinking, what do rabbits do? I'm standing there like this. I have like some feet and I'm going like this with kids, and like I was just really into the rabbit character. I really got into it. But the holding the children, I don't want to do that. I don't like doing that. Hopefully there's not a lot of babies that I have to hold, and like it's not that bad. It's not even like that bad. Like it's literally I sit there, they put the baby on my head lap, and then I just hold the baby, and that's it. It's really not that bad at all. Nothing bad will happen. I'm pretty sure. Like I don't see myself ever dropping a baby or anything like that, but I'm just really uncomfortable with holding a baby, like at all. I don't want to hold a baby. That's why I'm child free. That's literally why I'm child free, because I don't want anything to do with babies. I don't want anything at all to do with babies. And then on top of that, there's multiple like children of children age, and they were doing a lot of like trendy TikTok things, and they were like one of them asked for the 6'7". I don't even know there was hand movements to it. I did not even know. And then there was other ones that would come, and then there was like older boys that were coming up and like dapping me, and they didn't even understand there's a woman inside the fucking thing. Because like they keep calling it like the Easter Bunny, it's a boy, blah blah blah. So like I don't know. And then right at the end, there was this lady that came up and started asking me all these fucking questions. I can't talk. I literally cannot talk at all. And she's asking me questions, so I'm trying to mime it out, like, oh, you're in the I don't know, like, and she was asking me, like, oh, how much do you get paid? Like, how much, like, are you hot in there? And then she asked, are you a boy or a girl? And I went, boy, because I'm staying in character. And then the manager goes, girl. I'm trying to stay in character, and my character is a boy. I'm a boy, okay? Anyways. I'm kind of tired. I am kind of tired right now. And I'm very hungry. I'm very, very hungry. So I'm going to have a big bowl of pasta. Actually, I remembered that I do want to also talk to blah, 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 blah. I want to point out that there's like this really dead period because they only had like 6 appointments for today. So there was a lot of dead time. And I decided, like, I kept asking, can I leave this area? Can I go out and like look around and do other things? If I'm just sitting, it's really hard to just sit there. I don't know, it's just really hard to sit there. So I did a whole walk around like our section of the mall, and I was looking in like different stores, and I would like play it up like a character looking in the store and be like, oh, like I went to Kids Foot Locker. I went inside Kids Foot Locker. I started looking at the shoes, and then I looked at our sales associate and I went, oh no, there's nothing that fits me because of my big ass feet, right? And then there was 2 kids that saw me, came over, got really excited, like, oh my god, and then I left. And then they came over to the booth to take pictures and paid for the package. And I did that again with another kid who was just walking around, and I stopped and I like interacted with him and everything, and then parents came over and bought a package. So I was like, wow, I was useful today. Final update. Kiki did very good on her own. I saw her running around when I came in, and then her and Fetty were kind of munching together from that bowl. So